It's the 5th of February and Friday edition of Bystanders at Newsstand on Flip TV. Still Michael Kepinistry right here with you at Ogba Newsstand. We have the Nigerian Tribune, the Vanguard newspaper, and the Daily Trust newspaper at the newsstand. And we are here to dish out the stories on the front pages of these journals. Of course, the viewers are set to analyze what you have on the front pages of these dailies. Quickly to what the Vanguard is saying. Very crucial one here. Eviction. Northern governors reply Akeredolu Igbo orders. Northern governors reply Akeredolu Igbo orders. Say criminal elements shouldn't be used to tar any ethnic group. Urge leaders at all levels to stop inflammatory remarks capable of worsening insecurity. El Rufai condemns eviction of elders, says Nigerians can live wherever. Nigerians can live wherever they want. Suspected earthmen set school ablaze in Kogi. Nobody asked all northerners to leave south, says Oaneze. Suspected earthmen set school ablaze in Kogi. Nobody asked all northerners to leave south, says Oaneze. On to the next one on the front page of this same journal. All right. Man jumps to death from 7th floor of 1004 estates in Lagos. Wow, this is a very, very sad story. As CFCC raids estates, man jumps to death from 7th floor of 1004 estates in Lagos. Quickly to the next journal, which is the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The major headline reads, IGP, that's the Inspector General of Police. 3 more months for Adamu wrong, say PDP Adegborua Ozekume. 3 more months for Adamu wrong, say PDP Adegborua Ozekume. That's the extension of the tenure of the Inspector General of Police. That's what is causing another controversy right here in Nigeria. Buhari nominates Olonishakin Brutai, other ex-service chiefs as ambassadors. Varsity workers strike takes off midnight today. And on top of the paper, we have court opposed Lagos government's restriction order on Okada Keke Napep 2023. While we want to expand access to polling units, says INEC. And quickly to the Daily Trust newspaper for more stories. The major headline, it reads, stop attacking herdsmen now, northern governors. Stop attacking herdsmen now, northern governors want. Tell them to stop committing crimes. That's what the Southwest governors has replied. The northern governors, tell them to stop committing crimes. Southwest governors replying the northern governors. 37 herdsmen, 5,000 cows chased out of Ondo forest reserves. 37 herdsmen, 5,000 cows chased out of Ondo forest reserves. And we have El Rufai reacting as Facebook delete Nnamdi Kanu's account. This is a very, very sad one here. IGP, lawyers kick as Buhari extends Adamu's tenure. Of course, you know our reviewers are always set to express their views on this platform. We have them right here at the newsstand. Let's quickly join them. I'll be right back. We have northern governors and southwest governors trading words over the attack caused by the Fulani herdsmen. And we see a situation whereby the southwest governors have really condemned this act, especially at Oyo State and Ondo State. Currently, it's also happening in Ogun State. But to be sincere with you, should we see the northern governors giving warnings when they know that these people are deadly? Should I call them terrorist group? They're not terrorists, but deadly persons.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. Matthew is in it once more. It doesn't matter the sentiment of the northern governors. The Fulani herdsmen, they are a problem for this country. The war terrorism deaths have it on record that they are a dangerous group in any society. So I think what is expected of every leader, what behoves on every leader, whether the northern governors, the southern governors, is to unite and fight crime. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Whether they are Fulani herdsmen and because they are from your region is not sufficient to say to side them. What they needed to do is encourage security agencies to root them out in all their hideouts. Is it not surprising to observe that when that Shegumi went to the forest in Zamfara, that he said that what he saw there, that they are Fulani herdsmen, and these are bandits who are in the bush. And yesterday the man came out to say that what they are doing in the bush, that it is insurgency, that is more than banditry. So what are we saying? It doesn't matter the sentiment of the northern governors. What we are saying is that we don't want a repeat of what is happening in the northeast, in the south, in the middle belt, in the southwest.
Okay.
So every stakeholder must speak up.
Okay.
Every stakeholder must rise to the occasion, condemn it, and bring about a solution. Then again, I think the major problem we're having is the security agencies. In the security agencies, particularly the police that have prosecutorial power, have been arresting and prosecuting these herdsmen, criminal herdsmen. I don't think we would have been witnessing this level of insecurity. But because nobody is arresting and prosecuting them, that's why they're operating with impunity. A situation where even that Sariki of Nganga, who was ejected by Sunday Igboho, challenged him that nobody can give him quick notice, nobody can eject him except Mr. President. It shows you that they operate with impunity. So I think what northern elders, the northern governors should do is to join hands with their southern counterparts and ensure that every killer herdsman who is arrested is brought to justice.
All right, we have it on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Buhari nominates Oloni Shakin, Burutai, other ex-service chiefs. But the question, they nominated them as ambassadors. But the question here is that, do these people merit it?
Okay, Mr. Mike, if you look at the nomination, they have been nominated for non-career diplomats, ambassador. They are Nigerians by all standards. The president had the prerogative to nominate any person for that position. But for me, the angle I'm looking at it is, it means Mr. President fired them on the basis of pressure. It means Mr. President felt their services are equally are still needed. Then again, I think this will justify the claim of some persons who say that Mr. President refused to fire them because he was afraid of Q, that they may topple his government. So seeing him nominating them for another appointment means he do not want to keep them idle, means he want to engage them. It means people who entertain fear that Mr. President was keeping them in office because he is afraid that if he fire them, that they may join hand to unseat his government. It means it was a genuine assertion. So looking at it from that angle, I think Mr. President have a fear that these are people who have what it takes to topple his government. That's why he want to keep them busy. That's why he want to make sure he engage them. Otherwise, I don't see any reason nominating them for an appointment. People who have not been able to deliver on the job, they just relieve them off. So what's the essence of nominating them for another appointment? It means what he's saying is that they have not, the country still have more to tap from them. So for me, I think they ought not to be nominated. Though I cannot decide for Mr. President because he had that prerogative right.
Now, why the extension of the Igp'S tenure? Why?
You see, in Nigeria, almost I think it's because when Mr. President extended the tenure of this SAC-service chiefs, nobody challenged him. I think that's why he's trying to make that illegality a legal thing. Because by all standards, if you look at the information about the retired IG, he is a public servant who, if you go to Wikipedia, all his record is in public domain. So as at the time he was enlisted into Nigerian police, up to the time where he's supposed to retire, is already in the public domain. And if you look at public service, it is either you retire by age or by years of service. When you attain 60 years of age or you put in 35 years, you are due to retire. So whichever one comes first. In this case, he have served his full term of 35 years. So by our standard, the way it runs is 6 months to your retirement, you notify your employer. Okay. You even proceed on retirement leave. So Mr. President had ample opportunity to know that this man's retirement age has come. And meanwhile, the man was appointed in 2019. So by our standard, Mr. President know that this man is supposed to retire by February this year. So it means Mr. President is not in charge. If he's telling us that he's giving him extension of 3 months to enable him look for a competent person to occupy that position, it means Mr. President is sleeping on duty.
Thank you so much, Mr. Machi. I really appreciate you.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Now, we have PDP kicking against the president's decision on extending the tenure of the IGP, that is Inspector General of Police. Your take on it?
I wait for this country. Anytime I heard this kind of news, I look for my, let me either to cry or what, because I'm tired. You see, we have been shouting, looking for a way to go out of this insecurity of Nigeria, and our president still look as a deaf ear. People in Aso Rock, I look at their depth. It's like they cover themselves with cotton wood. I don't know. Imagine, for now, for me, we don't have IG now. We don't have IG. As far for me as concerns Nigeria concerned, we don't have IG. Somebody have just retired. You still went automatically. If another president can go and look for Kiro, the former IG, and making IG. Are you surprised? So that means automatically this government, you see, Buhari is not in charge. This thing is can't cause in Aso Rock. Is this northern agenda to be feeding their people. If you check the next IG now, supposed to be Igbo. I don't say yes. Go and check. I don't say now they look for a way. They don't have an Hausa who very close to the Adamu. That's why they are doing that. Give it 3 months again. The morale of the officers will be down. If you remove IG or retire IG, you put new IG, automatically everybody will come up. But automatically the morale of the officers now will go down. Automatically we don't have presidents. We don't have even Buhari. Buhari is not there. He's not in charge, as I told you always. That Buhari is not in charge. This I can't call. I don't form this thing. Remember, I told you when 2019 election was coming up, there is agreement between the service chief and IG to deliver mandate to the president, and that is their game now. So 3 months, whatever IG sign now, anything IG sign is irrelevant.
Now, when you look at the level of failure witnessed in the administration of the service chiefs and the president coming out with an ambassadorial appointment for them, don't you think we really need to sit down, think outside the box and do something that Nigerians will applaud the government for?
I still tell you now, we'll still go back to the former this I told you. Number one, I said there's an agreement between the president and the service chief. I don't know, they ring that election for him now. So it's an agreement that look, we all finish this government together. And that's what they are doing. People see insecurity when they were there, they were being forced out. It's a pressure for the Nigerians that this part is deliberate. They are not giving what we want. I mean, now you remove them, now it's not up to a week. You put them as an ambassador to where? They have a question to answer. I don't know what you are aware. Yes.
These are people that Nigerians believe.
Yes.
They failed during their own.
Like NSAS, killing of NSAS. The Shetai, the people they killed. So many impurity they committed. They are waiting for them for ICC now. You want to appoint them, but let me tell you, he can only send them to Niger, Benin Republic, or Senegal. I don't think he's going to send them. One of them to be American ambassador. Because Nigeria will kick against them. We don't like them. People that cannot perform when they are in general. Now you want to take them to another country to go ahead. As you know, when they are representing Nigeria in America, automatically they are president. So automatically they cannot work. We don't need them. We have 200 Nigerians. Why don't you allow these young people who don't finish school? And you say, let me tell you, my brother, I cry for this country. I don't want to hear this president name at all, because the man, the name alone itself is wicked. Buhari is wicked. APC government, check they are wicked. We have young Nigerians. Why can't you bring them? Automatically, let me tell you, if another president come, They can go and bring a dead man, come and become ambassador. Why don't you bring new people? I believe the APC people are not happy too. They are not happy with the president. This is a tribalism. You have other people. Why don't you bring them instead of using the same people that we hated, the people we drove, the people we don't like them, the people who cannot defend Nigeria. Insecurity, you are taking them to ambassadorial post. Automatically, president is weak.
Now,
the man is weak.
Now let's quickly move down to what El-Rufai had said. El-Rufai said Nigerians have the right to live wherever they want, but in the case of these killer herdsmen, do they have equal rights as Nigerians?
As a Nigeria, the good ones in Nigeria should have equal rights, but the bad ones, we have them. Most of them are Fulani, and I told you, Boko Haram has gone around the whole Nigeria.
So it's not just a Fulani thing?
Oh, they are Boko Haram.
Not just
Boko Haram had different tactics. As government is planning their own tactics, Boko Haram are planning their own tactics. The Boko Haram are the one doing this job. They are the one kidnapping.
So we should see beyond.
Yes, not only herdsmen. I know what I mean. Like the guy that came from America, a dumb man who came from America and visited home. They kidnapped him and killed him after collecting ransom. They have arrested the people now, not Fulani. So automatically the insecurity, we don't have a president. So now IG have retired. You went and put IG again. You think the moral of this sergeant and inspector will work? They're not going to work. They will work. They are tired. They expect them to go up. Now you are not president now. They will work. Go and check police now. Their station. They are not doing anything. They are just to collect a bribe. So you see, let me tell you something. That El-Rufai statement, the northerner, they are looking for war. They are looking for war. And I thank God the South people replied them that look, the good ones should stay, while the bad ones should go home. Alright, automatically let everybody go home. Let's see. I love Nigeria before, but what I'm seeing now, except to have other president that can unite this country, under Buhari we have divided. Nigeria have divided under Buhari. Another APC. After all, I blame Tinubu, I blame Lai Mohammed, who went and wake this dead man up and bring to Nigerians. Now look what we are suffering now. Are you getting me? So APC government, look at now, they went and start register. Who are they registered? Have you seen youth register with them? Be a member with them, be a member with which useless party? I don't believe. Let me tell you something. I'm not a politician. I don't believe in PDP. I don't believe in APC. They're all useless. Let the young people come up. But see, I'm tired of this country. Anytime I wake up and see killing Yeri Buhari, I try to, I want to cry. I don't tell me. So the youth, this time around, get up. Don't wait. Don't wait up. 2023. Let the youth go and take the mandate of the president and drop this old bump wicked people away.
Attacking herdsmen now, northern governors won. It seems some of these northern elders are in support of these cattle breeders.
Is it a game plan? I'm just looking at it. Is it a game plan for these people, the spokesmen of, I just realized now that the herdsmen, they have been having a lot of spokesmen, not even spokesman this time around. Spokesmen. The other time I listened to one man, Baba, something Hakim Ahmed, Ruba Hakim Ahmed, or what's it called? It's been an elder statement, but it was voiceless since these people started killing innocent citizens. These herdsmen started occupying, encroaching people's land and killing them. Where were these guys that are just coming out now and turning to spokesmen for the Boko, what's it called, herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, the killer herdsmen, I'll call them. Now, what I see in this agenda now is a political move that we are in power, we have the superiority over over the South. And they themselves should caution themselves. That's the northern elders that are just coming out. It's just like a player on the field that's been committing offense, that's been committing atrocity on the field, that's been wrong tackling, and the referee
as you know, started from the yellow card. Now why is it now that when he was collecting that they were giving them yellow card? Where were this Mr. El-Rufai? Where were this Mr. Buhari? Where were the leaders in the north? Respect to them, but they have been more sentimental. They have put sentiment over the true issue, the real issue, the national issues. They have put sentiment above the national issue. And I think they should organize themselves, call a summit, not an elder summit, invite all these killer S-men, because they know they've been existing. Since they started killing, none of them has raised voice, you know. And I'll say the kid glove they've been treating them with, you know, we could remember that the governor from the northern states decide to engage them in
peaceful dialogue.
Not even peaceful dialogue. That they bring your arms and will give you money. It's happening in Zamfara now as I'm talking. Is it Zamfara? Yeah, it's happening in Zamfara now. You know, the people that have ruined life of a lot of family in the south here, you are still embracing them. You are still embracing them. Yeah, like amnesty. Come out for amnesty. Look at what happened in the Niger Delta when the kidnapping that the people was using to perpetuate injustice that had been meted to the Niger Delta. Soldiers were sent to Niger Delta to come and fish out all those guys behind the crime. Why not sending soldiers to the forest to go and fish out the killer S-men? The killer S-men, the bandits, all of them. Why are you sparing these people and go? You know, this country, I'm still saying, me as I am here, I'm not a second citizen in this country. This country belongs to everybody. And that's my slogan. The space is enough to occupy everybody in this country. It's not that some hoodlums they'll be pampering some hoodlums, while they'll be going after even the less privileged people that don't even carry much atrocity as the so-called Fulani S-men. It's like they even have voice. They have voice more than the government now.
And these people operate more or less like terrorists.
You call them terrorists? Also you can.
Because they are terrorists.
Also you can carry arms or unlawful arms and use it to. You are even more than terrorists. You are even more than terrorists. Extremists. I call you terrorist extremists. You know, they are even worse off. I mean, you could see we have all the security apparatus in this country. They cannot syndicate and go after this X-Men. They know where they are. They've been shouting about killing. They've been killing. Fulani X-Men has been encroaching land. They've been destroying land. We know them. We saw them even in Lagos. They are here. Anything from Kara down, they are there with arms. And I will not blame them. I will blame the inefficient leaders we have here, because they turned themselves to slave, as Igp'S said. Our leaders in the south here, they've turned themselves to slave, right? And I was listening to my brothers about all this party coming out registration now. They should first of all, cover their eyes with shame in the south here, because if Fulani has killed, is Fulani killers have killed a lot, the whole nation, the whole south, the whole southwest, the whole, who are you to register? Are you going to start register dead bodies? When they were killing your people, you never even wake up from the slumber to hit this thing on the nail, man, to say enough is enough. Now there's registration of parties. I think those two parties, APC and PDP, they are dead on arrival. And you take a barbaric youth to still be voting for those two parties.
But we still have some Nigerians registering.
That's, what you don't know now is the brain. They've turned our brain to a nomadic brain, to a docile brain. The youth now, they don't. If you ask any youth now, where is your left hand, where is your right hand?
They don't know.
They don't know, because also you cannot differentiate your right from the wrong. it becomes I don't, maybe it's poverty enough, there's been compoundment of, the compoundment of poverty upon Nigerians youth.
Before you go, what's your take on the 3 months extension of the IGP's appointment or office?
It is illegal, and it's totally illegal. As IG he joined Nigerian police in 1986, and February 1 make it 35 years mandatory for any officers to get retired. But you cannot be acting laying foundation on illegality. As it is now, people might not even, according to the law, you may not recognize him as IG of police because he's on a rented seat as it is now. His tenure has expired. Towards that time, what was the government, what was the people in charge, the police service commission, what were they looking at for us to be in this lacuna we are now? Because somebody is retiring so time, can't you make provisions, or you ought to have started searching for replacement, before we get ourselves into this mess. But anything goes in Nigeria, you wake up, you start seeing 8 wonders, 7 wonders of the world in this country with the policy all these our leaders are bringing up, and it's not the best. What are they trying to preach on now? They are trying to picture that anything can go in Nigeria. We can even abandon constitution and do anything that is unconstitutional. Thank you very much.
Now, according to section 26 subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution, as 1999 as amended, the president has the power to appoint IG that will pilot the affairs of Nigerian police, and then that is what appointment would be ratified by the Nigerian Senate. Now, the president does not have any constitutional power to elongate the tenure of the IG. It's a public service. It is not a political appointment. It's not based on appointment. This is a public service. Once you are due for retirement, you should be out. Government should have made proper findings. Government should have shopped for his replacement even long before his tenure is about to be over. But now the president has not made any vital steps towards that. Instead, the person that is next in line, is from Imo State. It's from the reason why the president don't want to appoint him because of what tribal issues, and then we cannot move forward if Nigeria don't do away with this tribal issue. His name is Stephen Wakamezia of something. That was being discussed, and the Police Service Commission also recommended him to the president. But the president, reason best known to him, in my field, he is not okay working with people who are not from his tribe.
He's not safe, right?
Yes, just what he said. He's not safe. I don't know why he's being scared.
Now, would you say the president acted under pressure by replacing the service chiefs?
Sorry, can you come in?
Would you say the president, when he replaced the service chiefs, did he act under pressure or what?
The pressure did not come from the president. Those service chiefs' tenure have expired, and the president knew that if these people go, they will be tried. That was why he said, okay, fine, let me create an office for them so that when you people retire, you people will be appointed as ambassadors. The president is a very smart man. You know these people are what? They are loyalists. You can see, okay, why that these people retired last month, you now appointed them into what? Ambassadorialists. Immediately. It's uncalled for. It means these people are working hand in hand with the president. And now, okay, the issue of IG, what stops you from appointing this man from the east? Is the next in line. Everybody knows that. What's his name? How do I mention his name now? Stephen something. from his road. It's not in line. But the president said no. Rather, he wants to extend the tenure because this man again, definitely by 2023, his tenure will expire. So he wants to also retire this man and then also bring in Fulani man that will end this world government apparatus. It is Nigeria will not move like that if you continue piloting the affairs of the country like that.
Would you say it's nepotic in nature?
He is. He is not his nepotic nature. He is because that is his body language. That is his body language. Now he's now shopping for what? A Fulani man again.
All right, David, let's quickly move down to the Fulani talk you just made mention of now. Stop attacking herdsmen now. The northern governors won, and we have the southwest governors also replying the northern governors that tell them to stop committing crimes.
Mr. Makalekule, yesterday a report came out that according to the World Global Terrorism Index. Fulani herdsmen are the fourth most terrorist group in the world.
Deadliest.
Fourth, yes, deadliest. World Terrorism Index has prescribed them as what, terrorists. Now, what stops the president
from prescribing them as
if
terrorists?
A global organization could prescribe them as terrorists, in as much as these people are not based here in Nigeria. These people don't know the kind of evil these so-called Fulani X-Men are perpetrating here. Now, due to findings, they have now prescribed them as terrorists. What stops? I still believe that the president ought to have prescribed them as terrorists. He doesn't need to wait for World Global Terrorism Index. World Global Terrorism Index did not prescribe IPOB as terrorists when he made that move. When the president made that move, what has IPOB done? These people are even more deadly, very worse, callous, evil than the what IPOB. And still, you've not still prescribed them as terrorists. International community now has prescribed them as terrorists now. Now, why don't you also replicate such acts and prescribe them as terrorists? Because they are your kingsmen. Because these are from your states. Because these people are your people. Even Buhari self is not safe. His wife has run away for a couple of months now. For 7 months. Aisha Buhari is no longer staying in there. Asodok. She has run away. She said Asodok too. It's not safe. If the president's wife if she could run away from what Asodok, tell me why won't I run away too from this stupid country?
When you look at the daily killings perpetrated by these Fulani herders, you will see that it's something that is really unbearable and it's uncalled for. Now, northern herders telling or warning the southwest governors to stop their own people from attacking herdsmen. Don't you think it's insane?
In fact,
with the level of atrocities they commit on daily basis.
It is a mad on them to say that because they've already seen what they are causing in the lands.
Okay.
You can't come to somebody's land and went and stay inside bush. A bush is not made for a human being. It's made for an animal. That is where animals reside. That is where they do their grazing. Now, human being came to somebody's land and went to inside bush, and they were there causing mayhem in the land. You could see how they are killing people, raping women. You could see how they are exploiting people's life. And no human being can create life. It's only God. And you can't destroy whatever God created. Now, the Nigerian government have refused to do what they're supposed to do by curbing those people, by calling them in order. Now, the federal government is like they are working hand to hand with them because they see what they are doing and they're not doing anything. Look at our president. He's there and he's seeing it by himself. It's not as if somebody is telling him what is happening. He's reading it on the news and he saw what they are doing. Yet, he's not doing anything. Now, the Westerns and the Eastern, they have rised up. They have seen that he is beyond their handling. Now they have to enforce them to leave their land, and that's the right thing that they're supposed to do. Because our governors is like they are adamant. Everybody knows that these people has a mission, and their mission is to conquer any land they are into. But our people say no. we can't condone that. We can't continue living as a slave in your own land, because all of us are citizens of the Nigeria. None of us are second class. We are all first class citizens as far as Nigeria is concerned. But those people that they came, and what shocked me that they are not even Nigerians. Most of them came from the Malian, the Chadian, and the other nearby country here. So came to reside in our country and causing havoc in our country, killing our people. And the government are not doing anything. It's uncalled for. It's something that everybody have to rise and do something before it goes to too late. Because I see that you can only affect you when it affects your own people. But because they are still far from us, we are looking as if they are not doing anything.
And it seems we are enjoying here in Lagos.
That is it. But people are in the village, they don't know what they are facing. They are no longer sleeping the night because of what they are doing.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. James. Thank you so much. Welcome.
This is our station. We no be run away from this place until Nigeria government go hear us from Flip TV. Now me be this. I don't run for anybody.
I know you have something to say on the nomination of the ex-service chiefs as ambassadors.
We from beginning day one, we know Buhari is a man that always supports a particular people. But I have a case to answer in international criminal court, and the president is nominating him as an ambassador in which country? Nobody know. Do you know the country? Is it a country or which department? But I know they cannot have ambassador in a department. You understand? So, what I want to say this morning, let Brata or whoever that they be, anywhere they nominate him, let him know that international criminal court are coming for them. Mr. President, our youth in Lekki, the bloodshed of our youth will never leave you people free. There will only be a confusion in this country until all the leaders come out to beg Nigeria. IG of police tenure have expired. I only pity the southern and eastern police that carry gun for head. They don't value their destiny and future. Oga, the IG of police tenure have expired. Does it mean that there is no anybody that can be an IG of police? There are a lot of people, but because of the bias and the mindset of una president, you people are fighting for, you want to kill your family because of the same person. He never value you. Those are the people that bring men from Chad, Niger. But you know, see what happened yesterday? That's to show you that the leader, the northern elders, they are aware where the so-called people, the X-Men terrorists, that they call the bandit, because they work hand in hand with them. Those men measure governors in a state. Because when you look at the risk story yesterday, if you read the news, the man speak Hausa. He used Hausa to interpret what he's saying. And it's not everybody in Nigeria that will understand Hausa, but the Hausa people know what he said. If I want to challenge the whole Nigeria, about the president, to tell Nigeria what that bandit said, he know what he said, and he know what they are fighting for. They are fighting because the president, the governor in the north, they bring them in, and they accept the problem. And the government, you people are not settling them. Settle the people, call them, talk to them. The way the sacking Gimo went to meet them. Let other government negotiate with the X-Men, and let them. If not, this year will never join Nigeria as one. In any state, Igbo or Yoruba, everybody are going on their own. So let everybody rise up to fight for themselves. Our youth will not continue to fall down. International community cannot fight for you. United Nations, we are talking about, they can never. Mr. Mike, I hear what Fela say. Fela say nothing good come for United Nations, because by this time the issue of NSAS youth that Burata and the army keep people in Lekki to get. By this time, if we have United Nations fighting for people, by this time the issue have been a thing of a past. But nothing to write home about. Those youth have died, and died for nothing. Okay, and on the because they are fighting for freedom. And on the extension of the IG's office, that is why I say I only pity the police we have from the east. from the south. They are not be promoted. They remain in one standard. And only what the government are promoting them with is to give them gun. They will carry gun. They will value the gun. They can use the same gun to order them to kill their brother in the east. They will still kill them. But when it comes to a time of promotion, the president know the people he want to take. The IG of police tenure have expired, so let the president let him to go.
Okay.
And let the people that have mouth to speak for Nigeria. But I tell the government, Nigeria government, you people will hear my voice. If they no hear, I no will fight you, but God will fight all of you wey dey there.
All right, Sunday. All right, Sunday.
Thank you for an opportunity like this. I just want to start with the situation of insecurity in Nigeria. You know, I listened to what one of our brothers said here before me. You know, talking about insecurity in Nigeria and the new elected chief service chiefs in Nigeria. You know, it is our time that our government have to stand up and stand for the truth. See, the Bible says that we shall know the truth, and the truth alone will set us free as a nation. It says the truth. You know, our president, President Muhammadu Buhari, knows the truth. He knows he has the solution of the insecurity in Nigeria on his hand. He has it on his hand, but this man have refused to do the needful. You know, talking about the extension of the IG position, does that mean that before now, Nigeria, the police, the police service has not been able to, you know, position a man that's supposed to take over from Muhammad, what is his name? Adamu, the IG of police. You know, we are just deceiving ourselves in Nigeria. See, I just want to tell you that as it is now, Nigeria do not have a police service. Coming down to what is happening in eastern regions and other places in the north, see, we that are here in the west, Lagos, as a matter of fact, we are not safe. If you look at your society, look at things that are happening around you, you discover that you yourself, you are not safe. I myself am not safe. Lagos State is not safe. I listened to what one of the governors in North said yesterday. He said, since the government has failed to protect life and properties of Nigerians, is it not better that every Nigerian should have his or her own AK-47? This is what a governor said, and he is, to me, he makes a very big point. Look at every civilized nations, they have self-defense. You know, you can't just fold your hands. Our people from the eastern parts do says that you cannot be in a river. Someone cannot be in a river and foams will be entering his eyes. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot just fold your two hands and you know, see someone coming after to terminate your life as a Nigerian. It is high time we Nigerians will rise up and start defending ourselves. Buhari is supposed to be a father. He's supposed to be a father to all. But you see him defending some parts of people. And these people that he is defending, they are not Nigerians. I can stand on my ground to say it even before him, that these people you are defending, they are not. Thank God that some other states in Nigeria, people from the south, their eyes are now being opened. You know, everybody, it is our time that we just have to stand up and take the horn by the bull.
All right, thank you so much.
So that is my own compliance this morning, and I pray that God will bless this nation, and the plans of the enemies against these nations will not stand.
When you look at the state of the nation, you will see that it's nothing to write home about. Different stories coming out every day, chaos everywhere, confusion hitting the nation Nigeria. But the most disappointing part of these issues is the one of the one perpetrated by the Fulani herders. I call them the killer herders. It is not all herdsmen that are killers, but I'm talking about the killer herders, and this is really bothering the minds of Nigerians. What's your take on it? What should the government do to avert this insurgency in Nigeria?
First of all, how I would say is, this is the height. This is the height. This is what you get when you go into governance. You understand now? When you go into governance, without roadmap, without vision, without focus. You understand? What do you have to offer? You are going to governance. Yes, governance. You don't have anything to offer. This is the height. It has gotten to the height where the citizens are taking up arms to protect themselves. It means the government have failed. Do you understand now? The government have failed. They could no longer protect the citizens. The citizens are taking up arms. The states are creating their own security outfits. You understand now? So the government has failed the country, has failed the citizens. You understand? Look at now. Just take this X-Men now, for example. Now, our President Muhammadu Buhari, is supposed to be a president of Nigeria, but in a situation whereby some people feel maybe because the president is from their own region, so they should start behaving anyhow. They should just start doing things anyhow. It's not done. The president is not supposed to. Is a father of Nigeria. He's not supposed to be sentimental or to take side in anything.
Even in decision making.
In decision making, everything. Okay, let's take for example this this issue of this IG of police. Okay. This IGP. The next person that is in line that is supposed to succeed this Adamu is an Igbo man. So what is going on? Why is the man not appointed? So we really want to know. I'm not an Igbo man, but I would like to know the reason why the man that is supposed to, that is online, the person that is in line is not that. Why the president refused him to succeed Adamu? These are questions that call for a drastic answer. You understand now? And another case is the security of this nation. I don't even know. I'm just praying for Nigeria because I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going to happen before 2023, before the another general election in 2023. This government came into power. They came into power without roadmap, without vision, without anything. I want to become the president. I want to rule. Now you've gotten the power. There is this song that says, I've forgot the name of this song. Is that you have gotten the power. What will you do with it? You need the power, and with all costs. Now you've gotten the power. What will you do? What have you done so far with the power?
Now, the last question I will ask you now: should the Southwest governors caution their own citizens to stop attacking the Fulani herdsmen?
Well,
but what I'm saying is now that the northern governors are complaining,
the Arewa group should call the Fulani herdsmen to order. They need to call them to order. Everybody knows what is going on in the south here. How they are killing, raping, destroying our farmlands. This seems to be a kind of I don't know. It seems to be a kind of maybe like a plan, because during this lockdown everybody knew what we suffer, what the Southerners suffered. There was no food. Fulani herdsmen and their cattle destroy our farmland. They rape our women. They kill our mothers. They kill our fathers on the farmland. So we could not produce food. Everybody at home. People who are supposed, our fathers who are supposed to be farming on their land, everybody are afraid. Everybody are afraid. They are all home. Nobody is farm. Nobody could go to their farm anymore. You understand now? Arewa group, the northern governors should call their Fulani X-men to order. Okay. Because we don't want what is going on. This is how it started at in the north. This is how it all started. Kidnapping gradually. This is how now there is a saying. Yoruba people have a saying that says, "Oni atike kere latin paikai roko toba ti dagba e o ma gbebo." Do you understand now? So this is how we don't want it. This is south. We don't want.
And don't you think this could result to a civil war?
Well, if I don't see that. I don't see that coming. Instead of that, it's not a mandatory that we should stay together. Coming to that, if all the regions see that they could no longer stay together, why not? Let everybody go his own way.
Thank you so much for your contribution. It's been a wonderful experience with our viewers at the newsstand. We really appreciate them for coming out to speak on vital issues, especially on the state of the nation. All right, it's Friday edition of this program, and we really thank you people, the viewers across the globe, for joining us. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Behind the camera is Femi Davis, and in the studio by Michelle Alao. We really appreciate you guys. You can subscribe to our sister channel Flip TV Plus. You can subscribe to Flip TV. You can join us on our social media handles. You can also join me on Facebook, Michael Temitayo Adekunle, Michael, Michael Temitayo Adekunle, and on Instagram Adekunle Michael Temitayo. Thank you so much and have a good weekend.